And we are back. That's right. We are broadcasting live from the booth here at NADA 2026. The dealer eProcess booth is 3901W. So if you want to come and see us live, you can come here right now. Every half hour of broadcasting live right from the dealer eProcess booth here at NADA 2026. And next up, oh my gosh, I got her. No one else has her. I have her. Marty Tremain, hi, Muckety Muck, as I like to say, over at Amazon. And she's going to talk to us all about Amazon digital advertising, Amazon streaming. And I'm so happy you're here. How's NATA treating you?
So great. It's just been an awesome event this year. Last year, we were in New Orleans, but not as many people made it to town due to the weather. So it's like homecoming.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice outside. It's 70 degrees.
I know. It's been really fun. I've bumped into so many old friends, colleagues, and just former, just people, faces that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been so long.
I got to tell you, this is a very, very well-attended NADA 2026.
This is awesome.
So we're really looking forward. I mean, the expo hall is packed right now. It just opened.
Yep.
So we're bringing it to you live here from NADA Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk turkey, or as I like to say, let's talk Amazon. So I feel like, and this is, I could be wrong, and maybe you know better.
Correct.
I feel like there's not enough dealers doing streaming advertising. So make the case. Why should dealers do, at the very least, just try it out, streaming advertising? Tell them why streaming advertising is a thing, and then we'll talk about specifically the fantastic targeting that Amazon offers.
Okay, awesome. I like that. Let's start off there. Well, I think there's something to be said about being the best kept secret, because it normally means a dealer has an edge when he is leveraging a new thing, right? And if we want to consider linear TV as old, tried, true, and definitely been
okay, for those people who
linear,
aren't into the lingo, what is linear TV?
So when we think about TV advertising, so many dealers, 10, 15 years ago, were looking at TV advertising as something to cut out because they couldn't really measure it. They sort of knew it was working.
Like radio and billboard.
Yeah.
Can't measure that either.
Kind of know it's working, and I don't know which part of it's really doing well. And so in that instance, a lot of dealers moved away from TV completely. And I understand. It was hard to measure, and it didn't necessarily provide an ROI that was super clear. And so we've had a lot of dealers move away from that awareness generation and really building their brand locally with their local shoppers. And so moving away from TV, I talked to a lot of dealers today that want to get back into it, and they want to do it in a very calculated, measured sort of way. And streaming TV allows you to really see where your ads are being placed, specifically who's viewing them, and then we can actually match that all back to intent. So leads and sales, BEPs, everything that we've been measuring digital marketing on for the past, 15 years, you can now apply in the streaming TV world. And so I think it's nice to be a kept secret until I get to do things like this, which is like awesome for all of us. And tell dealers if they haven't tried streaming TV yet, and they're interested, we certainly would love to talk more about it with them at Amazon. But
as would be.
There's so many ways that we can get started. Yeah. So it's a great time to try streaming TV for the first time if you haven't, because it's now so clear what you're getting, and you can measure that ROI. And I think it's a great time.
I like to say it's the best ROI on the planet. I'm going to copyright that at some point. Okay. So let's talk about the data. And I do want to preface this. So Dealer eProcess has a fantastic Amazon advertising product. You should absolutely stop by 3901W and find out more about it. Award-winning tech stack, the whole thing. That being said, I want to make sure people understand this isn't advertising on Amazon.com. That is a misconception out there in the dealership world. This is utilizing Amazon's incredible shopper data to precisely target who you want to put ads in front of. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I can clarify a couple of things. So Amazon owns lots of different parts of the ecosystem for where an ad would show up. Here, I'm going to drop my water bottle here. Okay, so I can talk with my hands. So when you think about Amazon and advertising on Amazon, Prime Video is one of the main areas that comes to mind for me. So for dealers who want to get into streaming TV, we have streaming, we have So many places for their ads to show. And when we're talking about streaming TV ads, we're not talking mobile. We're really talking about that full big screen in the center of the house, right? And that's where a lot of dealers are wanting to see themselves again, is on that big screen moment. So that's technically on Amazon Prime Video. That's an Amazon property, right?
Okay, that's fair.
And
I think they think Amazon.com, like where people are shopping. No,
well,
no.
Yeah, we are actually selling vehicles at this point. So that's a whole nother thing we could spend a whole.
We're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that today. But that is where our booth is on the west side. Or I'm sorry, we're in the west side. Our booth is on the north side. It's in the 6400. So come check out Amazon Autos if you want to know a little bit more about the inventory listing. So you will see cars listed on Amazon. That is a possibility. We do have advertising that we're betaing within those sponsored listings right now. So there are a couple of things you will see. However, today, when we're thinking about streaming and when we're thinking about the opportunity to plug into Amazon's media, what's available, not to confuse it all, but there are lots of streaming partners, premium publishers that we also plug into and make available to dealers to buy through our DSP, which is called a demand side platform. And you can access all of the open internet through Amazon's DSP. And that is what's really driving a lot of interest today from dealers who have been doing streaming, have been buying it through other DSPs, but they want the Amazon signals and all the things coming off of our shopping behavior. Because when you think about it, if you're shopping on Amazon and you're a new parent and you're buying diapers for the first time, right? We know that your family's growing, and that might put you in the market for a vehicle down the road. And in a very privacy safe way, we're able to turn those shopping signals into in-market audience signals for car buyers. And we know that we can help put advertising in front of folks that actually are demonstrating signals of being in market for their next vehicle.
Those life signals,
That's amazing.
So like somebody getting married, somebody getting divorced.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. But
getting a dog. I don't know.
Certainly. Lifestyle changes, even new hobbies. Like we can see all of these signals indicating potentially needing a new vehicle to tow a boat. Or there's a couple of examples there, but I love the one just, buying a new house, retiring, starting a new job, getting an apartment. All of these things we can really help indicate that big life stages are happening. And Kantar did a study with us, so we know that 75% of vehicle purchases are happening after one of these big life events.
75%.
75% within a year of those life events happening are buying a new vehicle. So that's really huge.
Well, and not only that, I don't know about anyone else out there, but my husband and I have 3 cars, and all of our cars are in the Amazon garage.
That's another great piece of information.
And so Amazon basically knows what I drive, how old my cars are, how many times I've ordered a part for one of those cars. I mean, it knows all that information.
Yes. And again, in a very privacy safe way, this is not data that is revealed anywhere. Obviously, we take that so seriously, but that is exactly the kind of data that helps an advertiser connect with a shopper. That's what we want. That's what we want to make better is the process of finding folks who are actually in market so that those advertising dollars can go further and you can actually put them in front of folks who are in market and considering buying a vehicle. So those are all such good signals that Amazon has that are really unique. The Amazon garage data is, again, anytime you've gone and purchased a part or an accessory for your vehicle, we've asked for your year, make, and model.
Right.
And that data is stored. So we have over 170 million vehicles in the US alone, which gives us a lot of vehicle data. And it just helps. It helps dealers as well who are looking to acquire vehicles. Think about it from that perspective. If you're going through a big acquisition strategy and you want to apply advertising and go after folks with certain vehicles in their garages, that's also able to be done within the Amazon Marketing Cloud and within our DSP. And you can leverage that garage data to really target vehicles that you're interested in acquiring for your inventory to then sell. So, so many ways that you can leverage that data.
What makes it so different, when I say it, I mean that Amazon data, right? What makes it so different is that other times outside of Amazon advertising, they're just guessing who the audience is. They don't have the actual data. They're like, well, we think people previously like this, lookalike audiences. Well, we think it might be, in their models. But this is actual data. What I really, really love about Amazon advertising is, dealer, you could have 2 different ads. You could have 2 different ads, 2 different campaigns going, one for new car shoppers, let's say, and another one for service.
Yes.
And in a particular neighborhood, Marty and I could have two homes that are right next to each other.
Yep.
And we could be watching the same show, not even at the same time, but let's say it's at the same time in our own living rooms. And let's say I was interested in a new car and the Amazon data showed that. And you were interested in the service.
Yep.
And we would be shown two different commercials right next to each other in different houses. And that blows my mind because that's not how traditional advertising is ever thought of before. This is literally find the person who's looking for you, Mr. Dealer, and send them the relevant ad right to their TV.
That's amazing. That's such a good point. I think also as we think about helping dealers really customize and get down to those 3% of folks, it's only 3% of folks in market for a new vehicle at all times. So how do we help you find that needle in a haystack, who those 3% are? You can, as a dealer, provide your agency with all of your CRM data, your CDP data, potentially if you have a CDP. We can bring in additional third-party data. We have our first-party data. And when you think about moving all of those audiences and signals into one environment and then being able to isolate and really narrow down who those folks are, we're talking about a really powerful platform to be able to reach those folks who are actually in market. And that's really exciting for a lot of dealers today because no dollar should be wasted, right? And in 2026 with SAR flat, and we want to be really cognizant that every dollar needs to work even harder. And so we need to do more with, in some cases, the same. And I think that that's all very important to think about as we're planning for this year. And we're thinking about dipping our toe back into TV for the first time or expanding our TV budget so that we can really leverage the TV enviirement.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about audio, but we've got a lot of really great audio.
That's right. Streaming audio
as well,
too,
so
baby.
We've got it all.
Retargeting the whole thing.
Yeah. And we're working on some OEM partnerships. So all things, equal coming out here in
Can you tell us who the next OEM?
I look to the studio. But when we think about the ability to leverage those cross-tier audiences, what that means is, for example, if Volkswagen goes and buys Thursday Night Football at a brand level, we can actually cascade those audiences that saw the Volkswagen ad at tier 1, right? They saw the brand ad. We can cascade those audiences down to the dealer eProcess seat and then make that available to all of your dealer advertisers who are Volkswagen dealers.
Okay, now.
And then they can harness that audience from a cross-sharing standpoint, and your ads are then continuing to show at a local level, and the brand ads are continuing to show, right? And when you combine those two and they work together, there's a 2.3x lift in purchase rate, which is incredible. So we're studying those things. We're continuing to see more efficiencies as cross-tier becomes a bigger piece of the puzzle for a lot of dealers, and those audiences are available right now today. So more to come on that. But
yeah, and if you hadn't seen it, Marty was kind enough to do a webinar with me a couple months ago where her and Michael Salso also talked about all these things. So you can check that out under our past webinars at dealereprocess.com. Also, if you could just take a quick 30 seconds and tell people why it's so important that if they do choose to look into Amazon advertising, to do it with a partner, a provider, a partner who is Amazon advertising partnership approved.
Oh, for sure.
Like Dealer eProcess.
Well, I think all dealers are obviously conscious of leveraging their co-op money as best they can. They're cognizant of following program rules to make sure that they're receiving the match if their region's chipping in or if the brand is providing any sort of kickback. All of those things.
We don't call them kickbacks. We call them co-op dollars.
Co-op dollars. Okay, here we go. Sorry. I need a refresh.
Erase.
Yeah,
we'll take it out and then post.
All right. So I think as a dealer, know that Dealer eProcess is certified in, several of the OEM programs, and we work really closely with all of the OEM certified agencies across all programs at this point. Amazon's video inventory, our display, our audio, everything is part of the digital programs that you're all participating in today. So it's just part of the mix. And all you have to do is call up Eliana's team and say, we want to add Amazon to our mix and we want to test that out and see how it goes. Because we do see that those products all work better together. So, you're able to catch that shopper wherever they are in their shopping journey and continue to put ads in front of them, not only when they're on the Amazon environment, but also when they're in the open internet world. So we've recently announced Netflix and Disney and ESPN and several other partners like Spotify, Pandora, Sirius. You can access all of that inventory now through the Amazon DSP. What's cool is you can take those garage signals and you can take our in-market shopper signals. And the one I wanted to say was also, we now have deterministic shopping signals factoring into our audiences because we have vehicles on Amazon Autos. So that's a whole nother like level of just really accurate ways to get in front of folks who are actually in market.
Okay, so
all of that.
Let's boil it down.
Yeah.
Amazon advertising, that is streaming advertising,
Yep.
great ROI,
Great ROI.
fantastic targeting, like the best data usage targeting, so great data decisioning.
Yep.
And fantastic footprint, digital footprint for you.
Yep.
That delivers your message directly to the people who are looking for exactly that message.
Yeah. People, real in-market shoppers, real people.
Not we think that, no, like actual
Real
people who
Yeah.
are looking
Prime
for you.
users, logged in, authenticated, Amazon
In-market.
Prime market, in-market users that are just shopping, right?
That
They're
you can
in-market.
actually then actually see match back.
Yes. So Dealer eProcess will help you match back ad attributions and ad exposures to the actual sales data. So that's another whole piece
I'm
of it.
looking for the downside.
There's
I'm not
really-
seeing it.
I know it's hard.
Oh, and there's co-op and the OEMs are behind it.
Yeah, it's been great. We're partnered across most of the OEMs at tier 1 and tier 2, and tier 3 is just really picking up a lot of momentum, and we're excited. So it's been a great year. We're really excited about our partnership.
We are.
This girl's the best.
I'm trying to keep up with her. Okay. You know what? We didn't even have to talk about big trucks.
We have to. My son is turning 5 on Saturday, and we're having a monster truck party for him. And Eliana shipped him a monster truck night.
She's a monster truck enthusiast now because of her son, and I appreciate that.
So sweet. It's the sweetest. He loves it. So yes, we're getting ready for the big monster jam at my place. Upper West Side, New York, if you're interested. Just kidding.
I'm coming. Go. I got you, babe. 5. Love it. Okay.
So good.
Happy birthday.
Awesome.
Give them extra hugs from me
I will.
to Eliana. Okay. All right. So
Thank
right
you.
now we're going to say thank you very much to Marty Tremain. If you want more information about what Amazon can do for you, please stop by our booth, 3901W. Where's your booth?
We are 6400 on the north side. So get your walking
400
shoes.
flat?
Something. It's like
It's really
6401.
far from here.
It's really far. So get your walking shoes, maybe put in a podcast. I'm just kidding. There's a DJ. She's spinning. She'll like keep you company as
It's a
you
lot
walk
of fun.
through.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun here in the Expo Hall at NADA 2026. Wish you were here, but if you are, stop by our booth. If you're not, then thank you for catching up with us live on our broadcast. We're broadcasting all day long from NADA 2026. Up next, we got the one and only Al Gillespie. Who's that? He's a fellow CMO, and I cannot wait to catch up with him. You'll know exactly who he is once he's standing right here where you are. For right now, we're going to bid you farewell, Marty. Enjoy Vegas, baby.
Thank
And
you.
we'll catch you on the next one coming up soon.
Bye, everyone.